What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be watching Chop Robinson. He's this one right there. He's an edge rusher out of Penn State. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, so I'm not going to try. But you can search it up if you want. But he is listed at 6'3", 253 pounds. He is I've already watched his film, but he is my number one edge rusher based on his ability to just be an edge rusher. He's not really just a set straight pass rusher, no effect in the run game, or vice versa. He can do both at a high level. And as a former defensive end, not at college or anything. I mean, I'm just out of high school, but I played defensive end, and it gives me a good idea on what to look for, better than safety or other positions. I played tight end and defensive end, so I'm decent at evaluating those better than other positions. But the games I have are versus Ohio State, week 7, or maybe 8 with a bye, I'm not sure, but it looks like week 7, and then against Michigan, which had a very good offensive line. So we're going to start with Ohio State because it is earlier in the season. And yeah, let's get into it. Pretty good burst. Good job able to get around that tackle. I mean, he's lined up as a 5 tech. Pretty obvious pass situation. Shit, muted it. Yeah, pretty obvious pass situation. I mean, the tackles are in their drop back stance. Turn that down to where I had it. Fakes inside a little bit. Tries to get some speed outside. Gets doubled by the running back. I mean, a defensive end, they're not going to win every pass rush rep. It's just not going to happen. If you just do a one-on-one drill, 80% of the time the tackle's going to win if it's a fair matchup. Now, if you have me trying to block Myles Garrett, he's going to win 100% of the time. But usually at the collegiate or pro level, the tackles are usually going to win. But, I mean, what makes the good edge rushers so good is being able to win, obviously, more than others. So, kind of lined up inside. They got a little slot, kind of. Not a tight end. I'm not sure if that's a tight end or not. Looks like a very thick receiver. But lined up inside of him, the Y, I guess, is what he technically is. This play. Okay, run play. Shit. What he could do better there is, I don't know if his job is to just run between those two. Just hit that hole as hard as you can, or make contact with the tackle and read him and see if he tries to reach you outside, then you fight outside. Or if he down blocks and goes to the linebacker, you squeeze him, look for the pullers. But, I mean, the tackle, just blocking him away from the play. Looks like, I don't remember what the play was, but it looks like flows this way, these guys are going this way, he's handing it off this way. So, yeah, not really much he could do on that play. And, I mean, that's just part of the thing as an edge rusher or a defensive end. I'll refer to it as both throughout the video. But, I mean, when the plays go into the opposite side, on a run play, you're usually not going to be able to make the tackle unless, he gets caught in traffic, the running back gets caught in traffic, and you're able to sprint along, behind the line of scrimmage and get there in time. I mean, then you could make the play. And the motor, that's really something you want to look for is, does he see that it's going that way and make an effort to get down there? Not really. So that's, I guess, a little knack. I mean, it's just one play. But that's usually a knack when you're looking at a defensive end. I'll go through a little bit quicker once we get through here, but this is just kind of breaking down the basics. Lined up very wide, 9 tech. I don't know if it's a tech or not, but I do not know the down and distance, but it appears to be third down. So his tackle is in a 2-point, but this tackle's in a 3-point. So that's something. Doesn't do a great job of, getting off the contact there. I mean, that is a very big tackle, and to be fair, Chop Robinson is not the biggest guy. I mean, 6'3", it's, maybe an inch or two below average of edge rushers. I mean, maybe right at average, I'm not sure. But doesn't do a great job of getting off, making separation from that tackle, and being able to work in space. But, I mean, not much you can really do there. If he's just going to block you outside, he's going to block you out. The ball was going opposite anyway. Lined up out wide again, 3rd and 3. Be ready for the run or pass. Goes inside, does a good job there. Shit. Yeah, does a good job faking outside. He's been going outside all game and then goes inside. Extends the arms. Rips down and under. Does a good job getting right into the quarterback's face, forcing the ball out sooner. But unfortunately, Marvin Harrison makes a play. Oh, okay. Couldn't tell how it was lined up. Looked like he was a 5-tech again. Goes outside. Does a good job getting off so he can make a play down the middle. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have access to like all 22 film, so I can't break down plays as easily. I mean, I'm just using a YouTube video. But 5-tech again, looks like he's got pretty long arms. I mean, that's a really big, it raises the value of defensive ends in the draft. So that'll probably push him up some boards if his arms are as long as they look. Because, I mean, Aiden Hutchinson back in, 21? No, 22. Back in 2022, he was, projected number 1 all year, and then Trayvon Walker had 37-inch arms. So that pushed him up to number 1. Just because, the Jags like their athletes. But, yeah. So, long arms helps him get contact first. That's very important. At pretty much every position, long arms just boost your athleticism. So the tackle steps outside right there. I guess we can go kind of slow-mo. A little bit slower speed. Tackle steps outside, he reads that. So he goes, really what you want to do there is if he's reaching, if he's trying to fight outside you and block you down, that's when you want to fight outside. But if he's just stepping straight at you to block you out, the ball's probably going in there. And that's not what happened there. But, kind of gets based out. Ball goes the opposite way. Not much he can do. Same spot, 5-tech. Sees a pass. Good rip there. He's fighting. I mean, I don't know who the Ohio State right tackle is or how good he is, but he did a good job fighting right there. And, yeah, we're just watching the after play. Lined up inside that little Y. That looks like a tight end now. Probably because he's white. I don't know. I don't know. But lines up. Is that him? No, that's a 3. That's not him. He's not on the other side. Where's he at? Maybe he wasn't in this play. Probably rotated out. Is that him? No, he had white sleeves. End zone. Surely he didn't get hurt this game. That would kind of suck. We only watched the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Is that him getting raped? I can't say that. I can't say that. That's the term we use when watching film. It did happen to me a time or two when you slip or something, or you just get beat. Just flat out, you get beat, and the the tackle just sits on you. That's how we refer to it. Ignore that comment. We're just going to move past it, pretend like it didn't happen. But that's not him. Didn't have white sleeves on. Is that him on the other side? Yeah, okay. Moved over to the other side for, I guess, this series. I don't think he was here. So, looks to be head up. Maybe like a 7. The numbers are weird. It's like 5, 7, 6, 9. There's no 8, and the 7's inside the 6. It's weird. But lined up as maybe a 7, maybe a head up 6. But from the looks on the field, he looks to be just barely a 7. Facing in the C gap. Just head straight there. There's a lot to digest on this play. We'll go extra slow through here. We'll go half speed. So goes inside. He's down blocking him. Doesn't do a great job. So if he down blocks him, those two pullers are getting him and him. Potentially him and him. And he's just one-on-one with the corner. But if this plays like kind of like a sweep play, just a basic sweep where you're pulling the guards, one guard's getting this linebacker and one's getting this linebacker, but it's probably just the linebacker and corner, and you send somebody else to get that linebacker, somebody like on the line of scrimmage. But he gets rid of one puller, so that gives your linebackers a better chance to make a play. Because really, if a defensive end on a run play does his job, they should not get very many tackles just because their job is to let the linebackers make plays. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, okay, that's a linebacker. The way he was turned made him look fat. But yeah, gets rid of that pulling guard, allows the other members of the defense to make a play, and that's what happens. Lined out very wide. That's like a 12. That's not a number, but he's lined out very wide. Obvious pass rush, I guess. And I don't know where he was looking with his head there. So it's obvious to this tackle that he's going to pass rush. And he just kind of faked inside. He could learn. He only faked his knees and his feet. He was looking with his head and shoulders, not sponsored, head and shoulders outside. So the tackle kind of reads that he's going outside. So doesn't sell the fake inside very well, but does a good job converting, I guess, speed to power is what that one draft dude, Mel Kiper. Oh, he's an idiot. But that's what he likes to say. That's what they like to say. Convert speed to power, uses long arms to push him into the quarterback, force the ball out quickly. Good job. Does not appear to be on the field. It looks like him with the white sleeves, but that's a 0. Is that him? Yep, okay. So, that's a fun look for defensive coordinators to see that you can use him in a lot of ways more than just, a 5 tech, a 3.5 tech, just rush and do whatever. So this shows his versatility. Fakes, rushing at the center to the A gap, goes outside. It's a fun little blitz package. I mean, it's not a blitz. They're just rushing 4. That sucks. Wow, he's about to take a shit. But, yeah, it shows the versatility that he can, do the different kind of defensive line schemes that they like to do in the NFL. So, that's fun. And in that situation, it's obvious that he's going down, but you should just run there to help anyway. I mean, that's just a small knack at him. We're going to try to go through a little bit quicker so we can get to the Michigan game. So we'll go back to normal speed. It sounds really fast now. But yeah, goes back outside. Doesn't really do too well, but it shows that he can, and the coaches trust him to. I don't know where he's lined up here. That's not him, that's not him. Once again, not on the field. That's not him, is it? Nope. He might have been in over there, but we didn't start early enough. Not in again. It's in a blitz. No, that's not him. Oh, he was in. Okay. All right, switched over. Oh, is he a... He looks to be like a 4 head up the tackle. Maybe a 4-eye inside shade of the tackle. I can't tell. Maybe he's a 3. I don't know. He's anywhere from a 3 to a 4. I think he was a 3 there. Kind of going at both the guard and tackle. They're rushing 1, 2, 3, 5. So he's on him. He's on him. They're on him. He's on him. He's on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I feel like somebody should be unblocked, but I guess 5 does equal 5. So yeah, takes on the double team, lets the other defensive lineman be able to get in there. Back over to the left side, outside 9. Good burst. He's got good burst off the edge. Very explosive. Like he just ate Taco Bell before the game. But yeah, I mean, he looks like he's just kind of resting. Like we'll go back a little bit. Like, oh, I missed it again. Like in his stance, he just looks like he's just resting there. And boom, just fires off. I mean, pass rush could be developed a little bit more from the looks of it. But, I mean, lots of, that's not the words, very high upside. And I like his ability to be able to do his job and be like a true defensive end. Oh, he can do more than just pass rush or just run block or run stop. So gets around the edge there. Good hustle. Maybe one critique there. And this is a problem that I used to have. Because I didn't like, I mean, to be fair, high school doesn't pass much. But when they do, this is kind of what you're taught. Well, after the play, this is what the coaches, teach you not to do is you have him beat. Now run a straight line at him. Don't run as wide, even though you feel like you kind of have to because he's pushing you. But he takes a wider angle there, and he should just be running straight at him. Goes all the way around. I mean, that's part of your momentum. I mean, you're already being pushed up the field. We're only a quarter in. Yeah, being pushed up the field makes you feel like you have to take a wider angle. But once you figure out that if you can turn that corner, once you got him beat and just run straight at the quarterback, that's when you can make a lot of those plays. So, bursting off the edge again there. Good punch. Knocks the tackle off knocks him off a little bit, but doesn't really do much. All right, switching sides, back on the left side, switching sides of the field. This lets us get but this lets us get a better view of him when he's on this side. So, big mistake here. Putting too much of his body inside. Doesn't stay balanced. Obviously, he falls down. So, we'll go slow-mo on here since it's like kind of a low light. So, good burst. Extend the hands faster. Yeah, I mean, that's just a textbook play by the tackle. Good play. Yeah, they're just holding hands. And his feet get out from under him. Tackle, pushing him like a ram. But, yeah, not much really to say here. I said yeah like 6 times. Not much to say here. Just lets his feet get out from under him. Doesn't stay balanced and doesn't keep his center of gravity where it should be. And just gets, not going to say the word again, but he just gets mauled. And that's not what you like to see, obviously. So, same side. Didn't get set in time, but still can burst off. Good job extending the arms, pushing the tackle back. But it's quick pass, not much you can do. But I like that he's running after the ball. Yeah, 69. So yeah, we'll go back to normal speed. But It's a good job chasing after the ball because you never know. He could be good enough to make them miss. Over to the right side. Good pass set by the tackle, but you're in space one-on-one. What can you do? Oh, it's a run play. It would have been nice if that was a pass play. See what he can do in a one-on-one situation. But fakes inside again, likes to do that. Then go outside. Sees that the ball's going up the field and it's not a pass. Works to get off of him. And chases down. Takes a good angle. Could hustle a little bit more, but, you know. That's a teachable thing. It's not like athleticism where you have it or you don't. That's very teachable. It needs to do a better job of recognizing, and this is hard. It is hard to do, recognizing a base out block versus a reach block. Because a reach block, they're going to take, a flatter angle, try to get outside you. And a base block, they're just going to step right at you. And in the heat of the moment, it is very hard to, recognize. And he's just basing him out, and he tries to fight outside, and then the ball just goes inside of him. And he could have been in a situation, had he recognized that he was base blocking him out right here, had he recognized that, could have fought inside, see the running back, fight inside, you're right there to make the tackle, and could have prevented a first down. So that's a thing to work on. That's probably a better angle. So we'll go half speed again here. So it does kind of look like a reach block because he's taking a flat angle, but then the second he steps at you, he's pushing you out. Recognize that, shut him off, work up the field right here. Because if he's blocking you out, they're not running the ball out this way because then you can make the tackle. They're going to run it inside you. See, he's blocking him out too. They're blocking him this way. There's the seam. That's wide open hole right there. Great blocking by the O-line. But you recognize it, you shut him off, you're here, you're working up, and then you can make that tackle. So we'll go back to normal speed. Looks to be on the same side. Maybe a 3-tech, maybe a 4-eye lined up between them. Working that gap, extending the arms. Chasing down. I don't think, yeah, that's him. Yeah, we've seen that same play happen. Oh, yeah. If you do this in the pros, you're not going to be getting a second contract. I'll guarantee you that. So, fakes inside like he likes to do, goes outside, tries to go under too much. That's really what happened here. Is he tries too hard to work under him so he can rip and just get that burst to the quarterback. But unfortunately, tackle's just bigger and stronger. You're not winning that, and that's what happens. You just get a big ol' fat lineman giving you the business. There's so many words and phrases that we like to use when you get beat by the tackle and they sit on you. But a very PG one is pancake. It happened a lot, not to me, but anytime it happens in the film room, there's some nice colorful words that like to be thrown around. I'm not going to use them. So, looks to be a 5-tech again inside the tight end, so he's closer to the tackle in the tight end, so he's a 5. Just hits that gap hard. They're kind of pinching, and does a good job there recognizing, well, I mean, everybody knew it was going to happen, but pushes him off, sees the running back, gets the running back, and can't hold on very well, but he was kind of getting blocked while making the tackle. So, not completely his fault, but good play. Didn't work out. Running back just kind of slipped out of him. I think that's Travion Henderson. I'm not sure if he wears number 3. I thought he wore something else. I got to find out now. I spelled his name wrong. It's Travion. No, he wears 32. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, I don't know which running back this is. But That was a good job breaking the tackle. Williams. Oh yeah, shout out to Do a Barrel Roll for the film. So, grabs onto him, isn't really in a position to make that tackle, but slows him down at least. I don't know what these guys were doing. Sorry, I had to send a text, and I'm too lazy to cut that out. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing. They should, all four of these guys should just be crashing. I mean, maybe he boots out, so maybe not these two as much, but these two guys should just be coming down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Everybody's right here. Everybody's right here. So these guys maybe stay on the outside just in case he keeps it and rolls. But these two just come down, especially him. He should be hitting that gap right there. He does kind of get blocked and slowed down, but it's not working very hard to get off that. He sees it. He should be coming in, and that just kind of allows him to get the first down. But that's not Chop Robinson. This one is always fun when the tackle down blocks and you got a 300-plus pound line pulling guard just coming headhunting you. That's your guy. And he recognizes that, does a good job hitting him, not letting him push him all the way out. I mean, that's just a hard battle. He's bigger. And, oh, well, get your head out of there, Chop. But does a good job hitting him, not letting him push him out as much. So, not much you can do there. As long as, because, like I said earlier, his main job is to just let the linebackers make the play. And when you stop him there, if he pushes him all the way out, that gives the running back more room to run at. And when you stop that, that forces him to take a sharper angle inside and gives the running back less space to work with, which gives the linebackers, which is better for the linebackers, so they can tackle him in a smaller area. Which does not happen because he cuts it back up the middle instead of outside like the play is designed. But that's because there wasn't much room to run because he hit the guard there. So it doesn't look like a good play because he got kind of... there's an M word that we love to use, but I'm not gonna. I already used a bad one. But it looks like a bad play, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as it looks. Not on the field for this one. He might have got hurt there. Looked a little shaken up. Back in. That's not him. Man. Wow. And that could have been him if he'd been on that side. Alright, where's he at? Oh, this came back. Okay. Still not on the field. Good tackle. Not on the field again. We're going to skip forward a little bit, see how he comes out in the second half. Okay, not on the field again. Wonderful. If he's not on the field in the next couple plays, we'll just switch over to the Michigan game. Alright, goal line situation. Is that him? Surely not. Surely I don't put him as a nose tackle. No, it's not. Yeah, not on the field. We'll skip forward to here. What a game. What a game. Is this baseball? Not on the field. I guess he must have got hurt or something on that pulling guard play. So, yeah, that'll be it for the Ohio State game. Now we'll switch to Michigan. So, back on the left side, he's got black sleeves. I take little notes of that so I can easily find him again in the future. Back of the 5 tech, likes to line up there. Well, I mean, it's not really his decision. That's where the coach tells him to go. But hits that gap because that's his gap, C gap. So, hits the gap, works outside, looks for the ball. Good play. Likely pass rush down. They're not full weight on their hands. They're just kind of resting. Yep, and he sees it before the play even starts. I mean, you could tell what his pass rush stance kind of looks like. And great burst off the ball. Great play. That's a great play. I mean, that's where just using your athleticism can work better than fundamental and technique. That that was not correct grammar, but you know what I meant. So, great burst. Just oh man, that makes me happy. As a defensive end, that just makes me happy to see. Just beats him to the edge and swipes the hands away. Eyes locked on J.J. McCarthy. Kind of doing the splits there. He could just whoop, but eyes locked on him, head hunting, and forces the ball out quickly. Good ball by McCarthy. I still need to watch his film because quick tangent about McCarthy is, he's looked at as this, not very high upside game manager, field general kind of quarterback, which I see. I mean, I've watched a little bit. I mean, I've seen a few Michigan games, and just based on, he's not the most athletic guy, but he can run, and he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he can sling it. Like, he's just kind of mid, but he makes a few just crazy throws sometimes that you just don't expect from just a guy that you just look at him. He's not the most athletic, not lighting up the scoreboard because they have Blake Corum, who is like 8 yards off the ball, but I don't know what he's doing back there. But, the Michigan offense isn't based on the quarterback, and I think that's where most people look at McCarthy and just see, oh, he's not that good because, you look at the stats, not the greatest because they don't throw the ball as much because they haven't needed to because their O-line has just been amazing, and they have, Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, so they haven't needed to throw it. And whether that hurts McCarthy's stock or not, that's just how it is, and I guess the combine and his pro day will really make or break it for him because, he could be a mid-first round guy or he could be a third rounder. Like, based on how he performs individually will play a big role in his, I guess, draft stock. But back to Chop Robinson. That is not him. Okay, there he is. Where did he line up here? All right, 5. Ooh, not a 5 tech, but goes inside, just getting. That's not his fault. He's getting like the whole wave of linemen just pushing him. Shoot. Oh, did he drop back into coverage? No way. So, looking like he's about to just fly at the edge again, but drops into coverage in the flat and covers his guy. That's funny. He had 1 rep in coverage, and now he's going to be known as a linebacker. Oh, that makes me so angry when people refer to defensive ends and edge rushers as linebackers. Like, I get that sometimes, 3-4 outside linebackers and edge rusher. Call him an edge rusher. TJ Watt, edge rusher. Not a linebacker. It's not him. There he is. Where did he line up? Where was he? Okay, I guess he just appeared. Okay, looks like... Is that him? Oh, he was on the other side. Okay. I think I need glasses. Alright, he's right there, lined up as a 3 tech. Because, you got the 1, you got a 0, which is nose tackle. Then you got the 1, the 2, and then the 2I, which is inside. And so 2 would be head up the tackle, or the guard, I mean. And then a 3, outside shade the guard. 4 is head up, 4 eyes inside. And then 5, 7, 6, 8. Makes, not 8, 9. Skips 8, makes no sense, but, does a good job there, getting through the double team. If he wasn't there, he'd force him to run either way. But since he's coming that way, so is he. And, I mean, nobody's open for McCarthy here. You just got to throw it away if you can. But he just brought down. Good play by the whole D-line. And, they're doing that same little Y slot, 3-point stance kind of thing. Lines up inside. Is he just going to fly at that gap again? Yes, he is. Does a good job getting through. See, he does his job there. He does his job. And I don't know what this player is supposed to be because it fumbled. But he does his job there. And he does it at a high level. And, you know, I don't think he's been lighting up the stat sheet. I don't think he has the best, you know, sack and tackle numbers. But that's not what you look for with edge rushers. Because his job, assuming his job right here is to just hit that gap hard, don't let anybody run in there. Because what a lot of times, you know, those guys will just block in there and creates a wide open hole because they just, you know, flush them down. He goes out, maybe reaches him, or he goes and gets him. This guy gets him, tries to get him out, and wide open hole. Send another to linebacker. That's actually a really good play. I don't know if that is a play or not. Probably is. But, you know, he just hits the gap hard, flies in there, doesn't let anybody, because that's his gap, don't let anybody run in there. And you make sure that happens. And, yeah, he fell down there, but that's because the dude he was leaning on just moved. And I guess, you know, obviously that's his fault for putting all his weight ahead of him, but made sure nobody ran to that gap. So, good play there. Pass rush. Line up far outside 9. You know, the leg twitch. He wants it. Good burst. Yeah, quick passes. It's rare to see sacks against Michigan just because, one, their O-line is good. And, like, well, first of all, they run the ball. But second of all, their O-line's good, and they just have quick passes. They don't throw it deep. You know, whether it be check downs or little, you know, comeback or hitch routes in this area of the field. Nothing beyond like 15 yards. So that's why McCarthy's draft stock will be heavily, I don't know, adjusted. I don't know if that's the right word, but heavily impacted by his pro day and combine performance. So good job firing off the ball there. And he gets there. Oh my goodness. Man. Yeah, great play there. Line up far outside 9. Just first guy off the ball. First guy off the ball. He beats this. He almost beats the snap. He timed it perfectly. Yeah, does the same thing he did earlier in the game. Beat him outside, swipe his hands away. Locked in on the quarterback, get him. I don't know what McCarthy thought was going to happen here. I don't know what he thought that was going to turn into, but that's how you mess up a ankle or knee, or even your back. Like, he was bent over. So let's see. Back in at the 5. Nope, he's a 6 there. Just nails his guy. Read him. See which way the ball's going. Fight outside. Good play. I mean, McCarthy is just so far behind the line of scrimmage that it's just hard for him. The only thing he can do is make sure he doesn't beat him outside and scramble for a first down, or just at all. Because once you got him beat outside, oh boy, your coach is mad and he makes a play. And then if it's good enough, the band will start playing. But, you know, fights outside. You got, what is it? Isn't that Donovan Edwards? I'm pretty sure that is. But that's dangerous there. If that's a mobile quarterback and you go inside him, he's just going to right outside you. But does a good job there containing. Doesn't give McCarthy the opportunity to run. So, tight end's on the left side, so base on the right. He's 9 again. Good job. I think he was committed to pass rushing there. Wanted a sack again. Because, you know, just fires off. If they're run stopping, they're more likely to just put their hands right on them and read where the running back's going. But he just kind of, pass rush move. Sees that it's a run play and hustles down. That's good. Good hustle there. So it definitely looks like he got better as the season went on. I mean, this is Michigan. This is Michigan's O-line. And I don't know if this is before or after they lost Zach Zinner, but, you know, he definitely got better as the season went on. But, back in that little Y space tight end. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I've seen it before, but I don't know what it's called. And just hits that gap again, reads, sees it's a run up the middle, fights back up field to hopefully make a play. I don't think he's on the field. Show blitz. Yeah, he's not on. Oh, yep, yes, he is. Yeah, it's really hard without the above angle. Was he stand up there? So, yeah, he's right there. He's standing up. You got to get low there. I mean, those guys are taller than you, guarantee it, and your head is almost above theirs. When you're rushing as a stand-up, you got to get lower because you're getting double-teamed, and if your hat's, I don't know, we call it hat, but if your helmet's higher than theirs and you're getting double-teamed, oh, you better pray that you don't make their highlight reel because he got lucky there that they didn't just pancake him. So, especially if you do that in the NFL, oh, you're a dead man. So, yeah, rushing there. Yeah, he got lucky. All right. Yeah, he's over here on the left. Probably a run play to, like, there. From what I assume. Yep. So, pass rushing, maybe keep a tighter angle if that tackle is going to step so far in, because we'll go slow-mo here for a second. Because he doesn't, step out to pass block. He just kind of turns. And once you see him, step up and turn at you, that's when you take that angle. You fight at the outside shoulder. You don't fight him head on if you're going to commit to the pass rush. You fight him outside shoulder, beat him out there. But he didn't even touch him. And that's when you get those wide angles, and that's when you force the quarterback to step up in the pocket. And when they can do that, if the quarterback can step up in the pocket and deliver a good pass, I mean, you're almost helping the offense at that point. All right, I had some technical difficulties there, but we are back. Yeah, in the video, it's, just going to cut straight from, me talking about that play to this, but... Had some technical difficulties. My screen recorder crashed, and then I almost lost my whole recording up to this, so that did scare me. But, yeah, we're back. And I didn't realize that this video is so far like 42 minutes long, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. Maybe fly through, just watch, and if anything stands out, then I'll mention it or talk about it, but I'm going to try to fly through. I still need to talk about a few more things after the film, so yeah. I mean, that's just a basic play by an edge rusher. Not a basic play, but just, an average play. They run up the field, the ball's going the other way, so. Could extend his arms a little bit better there. I mean, I know sometimes some plays are harder than others. Sometimes the contact is just so significant and sudden that you don't really think about that. So, I mean, I don't know. He could just... that's just what I observed right there. Could extend his arms a little better. I don't know what 21 just did there. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Like the hustle. I think he was on the other side. What are they doing? They're protecting their tackle who's gotten beat a couple of times. How? Will they just release him? Yeah, I mean, the ball's all the way over here. He was rushing over the center, and he comes in and he's able to, assist on the tackles. So that's good hustle. And that was, away from him. He's lined up right there. There's nothing he can do there. I don't know what Penn State was doing there, blitzing everybody in between. They're putting everybody in here. It's 2nd and 8. You're just expecting outside run here. You're not expecting running. I mean, I guess you are because you got 3 tight ends, but it's ballsy. I mean, you kind of have to put everybody there because if you don't, then they're going to run it there. So just a good formation, good cut outside by Corum. I think that was supposed to be inside. So right there, he's kind of rushing from the middle there. They do this a lot more than they should. Just keep him at the 5 tech. I'd say he's a better pass rusher than a run stopper, and he's got a lot to work on in both, areas. He might move down to edge 2 once I watch Dallas Turner. I have not watched anything on him, so I just kind of go by consensus and from what I saw from a few games. That I didn't watch the Michigan and Ohio State game when I watched him, but I don't remember what game I watched. But it wasn't these two, and he looked better in those games. But this, I mean, he is getting held. But if your back's turned and they're running away, so that's never good, obviously. But yeah, Donovan Edwards is really good. But, I mean, he is definitely getting held. Maybe not held, but kind of grabbed, hugged. Good extension on the arms. Oh, that's not him, but I don't know who that was, but that was a good play. This guy. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this up. So my comp for him, funnily enough, is another Penn State edge rusher. I have him comped with Arnold Ebiketie, based off like the twitchiness, the size definitely. Both 6'3". Chop Robinson's listed at 253, so Ebiketie's listed at 3 pounds heavier. I don't know what they're both currently weighing at. I don't talk to them. Yeah, my comp for him is Arnold Ebiketie, twitchy edge rusher, 5 tech, long arms, better pass rusher than run stopper. Arnold Ebiketie's had a quiet season, not a lot of tackles. He exists. And not like, when I compare players, I don't compare like, how good they are or as much like how good of a prospect Ebiketie was. I compare, first of all, height and weight and play style. Like, athleticism first, then play style next. Because, I mean, there's a lot of 6'3", 256 players in the league. But, I mean, there's also a lot of players that have a similar play style to Chop Robinson that may not be the same height and weight. So you want to kind of find that happy medium where you mix the size with play style. And I think Arnold Ebiketie is a perfect comp. I mean, it sounds like, I'm just thinking, Penn State edge rusher, Arnold Ebiketie. Well, he just happens to have gone to Penn State as well. I was thinking Boye Mafe, but based off like, the twitchiness, but I think he was listed a little bit bigger. Yeah, about 10 pounds heavier, another inch taller, which isn't a lot. I mean, an inch is a lot, don't get me wrong. But he's bigger, has had a great year this year. 9 sacks, definitely stepped up. But based on the twitchiness, that's about it from Boye Mafe, but Arnold Ebiketie's my comp. And, after watching these 2 games, the Michigan-Ohio State game, I would put, let me go to my draft board. So, based on this game, I'm probably going to move him down. I currently have him at 9. I'm probably going to move him down a little bit. He's got some developing to do, but he's still my favorite edge rusher. My only edge rusher I've scouted. Still need to watch Dallas Turner, Leatu Latu for sure. Jared Verse, I saw a little bit of him last year. I did watch. Where's he at? Trice. Jalen Trice. Where is he at? I think I passed him. Give me a second. I'll just go to my Braylon Trice, not Jalen Trice. I don't remember what I said, but yeah, I watched a little bit of him on my own time. Not a huge fan of him. Kind of disappears at points in games. But Chop Robinson video, we'll just keep talking about him. Probably end up moving him down and move him down my board a little bit because I have him at 9. But I got a lot of players I still need to watch. So stay tuned for some of those. Not sure who we're going to do next. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do Marvin Harrison, Caleb Williams, Drake May, any of the big guys. I'll probably do some this area kind of players like maybe Roma Dunze, Keon Coleman, Drazon Newton, JT Tui Moluau at some point, Kamar Lassiter. Next, though, I don't know if I want to. I think I kind of want to do a quarterback next. But yeah, I guess you guys will see in the next video. So thank you for watching. So like and subscribe if you like the content, like my input on the draft, I guess, and scouting prospects. And stay tuned for the next one.